Hello everyone. The young birds are enjoying a bit of time in the sun, but today I'm going to fix up their perches and then we'll let them out for a fly. But first, let's go through and have a look at the young birds. So there's a nice surprise here. Would you believe, after 3 years of not getting any recessive opal spreads, I've actually bred another one. This one's actually a pied. Turn him around. You can see there's a little bit of white on the head and there's a fair bit in the wings. So this one's not going to be as nice as the other one that I bred. And the nestmate is a little black with a bit of white on it. But it's just amazing that after all this time of trying to breed just one recessive opal spread and failing for 3 years, we've got another one. And then if I look down in the nest below, there's every chance this guy is also a recessive opal spread. It's definitely a recessive opal, but it's a bit early to tell if it's a spread yet. But it's just crazy. I've been trying to breed these for years, and now they're coming out of my ears. This guy doesn't like showing off his babies, but this is actually another nest that could have a recessive opal spread in it. Let's see if I can get him to stand up. So there's 2 little babies in there. He's still quite protective, so I won't get him off. But there's 2 little babies in there. And then down here, the yellow project, old one-eyed silver hen. She has some little babies under her as well. See, one's a bit darker than the other. I'm not entirely sure why, but in another week or so when they start feathering out, we might be able to tell. Anyway, let's put her back. And over this side of the loft, all the rest of the pairs are on eggs. These are the only babies we have growing in here at the moment. Another nice little pair of recessive reds. Got a few recessive reds now, so it'll be nice to have them flying. Anyway, I'm going to start working on the perches. We'll have a look at those, and then we'll have the birds out flying. Actually, before we have a look at the perches, here's one more thing I need to show you guys. And I know this will make some people very, very happy. The lemon hen is on eggs. She's paired up with this blue bar cock, and I've just let them have a nest on the floor rather than in a box here. I have seen her mating up with the Andalusian cock, so we're not 100% sure if he's the father here. I should be able to tell by the colour, because I think the Andalusian is a homozygous spread. So if the babies do belong to the Andalusian cock, they should be black. Here he is here. So if the babies aren't his, if the babies do belong to this blue bar cock, they should be blue bar babies. Alright, let's get back to building those perches. So my initial plan with these perches was just to friction fit dividers in, and I thought once they're all in, it would lock tight together. In hindsight, that was a bit of a silly plan, and they will all just fall over. Hey, there's my older opal spread hen. She's looking nice now that she's coloured out. Anyway, obviously that plan's not going to work, so I've got some more timber, and we're going to put some proper dividers in. Let's do it. Alright, so that's this back wall done. It's not perfectly straight, but I cut it all by hand. If you want pretty carpentry, you should probably be watching Many Lofts and not my channel. But I think the birds will like it. I will get this wall done and that wall done fairly soon. And then we'll move in to that side of the loft and I'll do the perches in there as well. I think I have made them a little bit too short. I think in the next side of the loft, I will make the perches a little bit taller. And I'll probably just cut out a bit of the space at the bottom. That's not really necessary. Now, I did say I was going to show you guys a video of the birds flying, but they're actually out at the moment. I don't know where they are. So if I can find them, you'll see them after this. Well, the flying pigeons are out here somewhere, but I don't know where they are. So until we find them again, I'll show you something I've done to the loft. You might be able to see, I don't know if I'm not sure if you can see on the camera. I put some plastic up across the top of these aviary sections. That's just to keep the rain out. I was having to put pieces of wood up there, but that blocked a lot of the sun, which made it a bit darker. So I've got this plastic, which will hopefully keep the rain out of the loft without darkening it too much. Anyway, let's hope I can find these birds soon so I can show you them flying. It's not a pigeon, but let's see if we can zoom in. I'm not sure if you can see it there, but there's an eagle way up in the sky. Alright, well that's all of them in now. I'll clean up all this mess on the floor once they've had their feet and settled down. But I might just put the camera in the loft for a little while and see how they settle in with these new perches. See if they start choosing their spot that they'll be flying to for the rest of their racing career. Hopefully that filming worked. That's what I want to see. I want to see them sitting or laying down and relaxing in the boxes like that. Here in Australia, we actually race during winter and mostly with young birds. So motivation, we don't use widowhood or natural system or anything like that. It's mostly just to the perch. So I really think that a good deep perch like this is vital for motivation and for giving them a drive to come home. So I'm really happy with that. But like I said earlier, I think when I do this side of the loft, I will make them just a little bit taller. One more thing I'm not sure if I'll show you guys is I've put this power board in. I am eventually going to have lights up on the roof, and when I do the trap, there will be an electric timer in there as well. So that's what the power's for. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you guys next time.